Now it's time for our phone in today, and we're joined by Michael. I was about to say Michael Barrymore. I do apologise.
It's quite all right.
It's Michael Ball.
Alison Janney.
Alongside Michael Ball. Lovely to have Barrymore.
I don't know why I said that. I was literally, maybe I'm just thinking about him. Anyway, listen, we're going to
Our
open the
dear
phone
friend
lines
Michael Ball.
and hear your amazing love stories. How are you?
I'm good, lovely. Yourself?
Yes. Have you done this before?
Done what?
A phone in?
Don't think I have.
No.
Well, I've hosted the show, so we probably did one on that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
Obviously, Michael's going to be hosting Love Songs on Sunday, so we thought we'd hear stories about love.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a chat with you.
Well, let's go to Joe in Liverpool. Morning,
Joe.
Joe.
Hiya. Hiya.
Oh, hiya
Joe.
there. Tell us your story.
It was in April 2020, just as lockdown hit, and a friend invited me to join a virtual pub on Facebook.
Nice.
I was feeling lonely and down one night, so I commented, I'm on my way, will someone get me a drink?
Yeah.
Martin commented back, what do you want? And we just hit it off, and it just went from there. We were messaging, FaceTiming, and then obviously once the restrictions were lifted in the August, we actually got to meet.
Oh, wow.
And in the October, we went for a meal, and he proposed via bank transfer.
Whoa. I was like, yeah, what? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because with the restrictions still in place, you had to order via an app and pay by transfer. I paid for the meal, and he kept saying to me, I'll transfer the money over, will you just check that it's gone in? And I was like, no, it's fine, I trust you, don't worry. And he was like, no, please, just check. So I went on to my banking app, checked, and he'd put as the reference for the payment, will you marry me?
Nice.
Very impressive.
That.
Nicely
nice.
done. Very
that's
nice.
lovely.
Coming up with a unique way to
ring.
propose.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially during lockdown.
Yeah,
when you
that's beautiful.
So did you phone him straight back and was like, yes?
We were actually out together, so he was sat opposite me. So when I looked up, he actually had the ring out.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
What a lovely story.
Joe, I also love how hard to get you were playing when he literally he was able to get him by saying, what do you want to drink?
That's how the best romances start.
Exactly. Oh, that's nice. Hey, what would your song be?
Well, we actually got married in August in Gretna Green, and we had Marry Me by Jason Derulo.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Good tune.
I like that tune.
Cheers, Joe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, have a nice
thank
weekend.
you.
Take care. Thanks for
that's a
sharing
lovely
that story.
Joe.
Just comes in
you're
all,
welcome.
in all sorts, doesn't it?
Yeah, you never know. I like the funny stories as well. And that's why I can't wait to be doing the radio show.
Yeah.
It's gonna, we've all got romantic stories. We've all got things.
I'm looking forward to that. OK, let's go to Anne now in Surrey. Morning, Anne.
Hi, Anne.
Hi.
Hello there, darling. Tell us your story. We've got a picture as well. You married your brother's best friend, didn't you?
I did indeed, yeah.
Tell me about him.
Yes, his name's Simon, and he was my best friend's. He was best friends with my brother in high school, and my parents moved us away shortly after they'd finished school. And when he passed his test, my husband came down to see the family again. I happened to walk in after being on a date, and he was, cool, who's that? And then the rest is history. We got married, and we've got 2 kids, we've got 3 grandkids, and it's his 60th tomorrow. And I really wanted to come on just so I could say, happy birthday, Simon. I love you just as much now as I did the day I married you.
Oh,
Stop, there it is.
Nice.
There it is. Lovely.
I mean, that's what love song's all about, isn't it?
Yeah. But what is the song, though? Have you got a song that's your song?
There's 2, really.
Yeah.
We played Your Song by Elton John
Wonderful
a lot.
tune.
And also our wedding song that my brother chose for us to dance to was Always by Atlantic Star. And then,
Oh, my gosh, I love this song.
the line that I remember the most was when it says, we'll make a family. My husband shouted it down my ear roll.
And you did. You made a family.
You did. Well done.
Brilliant.
Hey, how was your brother early doors in the relationship? Was he like, you're dating my best friend?
I think he kind of, because everyone loves Simon. He's such a happy, funny, go-lucky person. He's always fun, and my brother was just so happy to know that I was going to marry this really big bundle of fun.
Of course he was. Brilliant.
And that's the reason he's his best friend. You know what I mean?
of course. Thanks, Anne.
Thank you. Love
lovely
you all.
story, isn't it? It's all about. I love the stories that the tune. That's the great thing about love songs. It's the stories that the tunes kind of link to. You know, everyone. Like, that's what wonderful thing about music. It's just just imbued with such
And
memories.
they can be really random, can't they? They just happen to be the song that was playing.
Yeah.
And it literally just takes you back to where you were, doesn't it?
Totally,
You hear
totally.
a song and you'll be like, I'm back there. I'm back as a teenager in that moment. It's so lovely.
Well, listen, let's go to Jennifer in Liverpool. Liverpool feeling the love from Liverpool today. It's a lovely thing. Jennifer, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey, nice to have you with us, Jennifer.
All right, Jennifer.
All right, tell Michael your story.
So it was about 7 years ago. I met my boyfriend in a bar in Liverpool. He worked there at the time, and I was a regular.
Nice.
And literally, it's quite dramatic. A month later, we'd sort of been seeing each other, but we'd literally made it official the night before. Went into the bar when he was working, fell down the stairs, cracked my skull, brain injury. Yeah, very dramatic. He held me in his arms until the ambulance came.
Oh, my goodness.
And luckily, I fully recovered, and cut to 7 years. We've got a beautiful baby girl, Amelia.
Oh.
Wow.
So you literally fell head over heels.
I literally did, yeah. Head over heels.
And you're OK now?
downstairs.
You're OK now, though?
I'm all good now. Luckily, as I say, fully recovered.
Well, isn't it nice that he stuck around?
Well, there you go.
That's
You know,
so lovely.
clearly, you know, if you're going to wake up after being
Yeah.
knocked out for another, there's the guy that you're in love with, holding you. Nice. Lovely one.
Exactly.
Oh, I love this story. I love this
Jennifer,
story.
what would your song be?
Our song would be probably... God, my mind's gone blank, sorry. I'm all, like, flustered because I'm on
Just say
telly.
love changes
Because you're on
everything.
the telly, don't worry. I love your love story anyway.
When in doubt, just go for a little bit of old bally. Love changes everything. Anything from
Yeah.
Les Mis will do.
Maybe The Real Thing, You to Me Are
You
Everything.
to me are everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Or maybe Falling Slowly in your case. Jennifer, take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Oh, it's a nice little
lovely.
amuse-bouche before tour. Michael is going to stick with us for two things. First, we're going to have a lovely chat with him, and secondly, we're setting an extra place for lunch, aren't we?
Are we, darling?
Yeah,
Are we
Michael.
done it?
Michael loves a Jersey
A
Royal.
Jersey Royal?
There
Are
you
you
go.
kidding?
Yeah.
So
The
you're
best.
staying for lunch now?
Thank you very much indeed.
Done.
Good to have you with us.
Nice.
Always room for one more. From the West End stage to the airwaves, our next guest's career spanned nearly 4 decades.
Yeah, as one of Britain's most popular entertainers, Michael Ball's latest endeavour sees him stepping into the spotlight as the new host of BBC's Radio 2's Sunday's Love Songs. And he's here now to tell us all about it. Hello, my lovely.
Hello, love
Have you got
buddy
Buddy?
as well. Oh, buddy.
Hello, man.
Could this be a more perfect day? Jersey Royals
And you get to
a
cuddle a
puppy.
Labrador.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I'm having a very nice time, thank you for
Aw.
asking.
Oh, well, listen, congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
new
Yeah,
show,
we're so
Mike.
proud of
It's
you.
wonderful.
Congratulations.
How did it come about?
Well, obviously, the sad news that we all received completely out of the blue about poor old Steve. And they got in touch with me and the powers that be, and they said, how do you fancy taking up the mantle?
Yeah.
And I thought long and hard about it because it's big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
And I love my show that I do straight after Steve, and I've really sort of developed that and loved it. But
It's a lovely show, your show.
Thank you.
Really
And you're not filling the shoes, you're just putting your shoes next to his.
Yeah. It is such a popular show that he does. I think it's got the biggest reach of any of the shows that are on there. And it's appointment to listen, radio, those love songs on a Sunday morning. And so I couldn't say no.
It's just like, it is a kind of soundtrack to people's Sunday morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, you're getting, having your breakfast, having a lazy Sunday. It's kind of his and your show.
And the key, of course, is that interaction, like we were doing earlier, with the listener, which is what I love, hearing those stories and then playing the songs that they want to hear. So I'm not going to frighten the horses and change it completely. It's all going to be a lot of death metal and grime, obviously.
R&B, 90s, yeah? I love that.
But, so, yeah, I want to continue that in the spirit that I can never compare to Steve. He was the greatest. But to just do my best and honour him and give people something nice to listen to on a Sunday morning.
Yeah. Have you got any ideas on what is going to be your very first song?
I'm in agony about it.
I mean, it's massive, isn't it? It's the first
huge.
song that you
it's
ever
huge.
do.
What do you love? What?
I just love music, good music. And I've listened to a lot of openings, and the first line of Let There Be Love, Nat King Cole, let there be you, let there be me, let there be love, it was an idea, but maybe it should be the listener's choice. So, you know, it's about listening to them and their stories. So if someone writes in with a great opener and a great idea, I'm open to all.
So
what would yours be?
Oh, that's a good question.
My mum loved Barbra Streisand, and I still does.
Me too.
It would probably have to be something from Babs.
OK, Woman in Love, Evergreen.
Yeah.
The Way We Were.
Maybe The Way We Were. It's probably my favourite.
Yeah.
You're no stranger to radio. You've been doing it for such a long time now. Do you remember starting out?
The first show that they got me doing, I was a stand-in for David Jacobs when he had an afternoon show.
Wasn't he?
A lovely
How long did you do that for?
I just did it for a week. It was kind of like a trial.
Yeah.
And I was rubbish. I mean, properly didn't get it at all. But it was Terry Wogan, in fact, that suggested, you know, there's something that I think, give him time and help, he could probably be really quite
Everyone's
useful.
got to learn somewhere,
Do you know as well, you touched on something there, and it's the loveliest thing about working at Radio 2 is all that old guard, nothing but supportive.
Yeah.
That's what, when Steve passed, it genuinely felt like a family member. And Steve would never turn up to social dues. He was a really private guy, but he was nothing other than supportive for everyone.
Lovely.
Yeah, and he would always, when I was in the studio, he'd come in and go, got a song for you, Mike. Yeah. And he'd play, got an idea for a new TV show for you. He was always thinking like that.
Yeah, his mind was dancing, wasn't it?
And I loved all the, you know, I mean, because of David Jacobs, I had the most embarrassing moment I've ever had on a radio show. I just started doing the morning show. And, you know, you've got to get to the news bang on time. There's no way you could. So I played the last record. We had 1.5 minutes of dead air. So I'm thinking, what am I going to do? And they said, throw forward to what's coming up. Talk about David, Jake. And I went, yeah, absolutely. So I said, well, coming up after me is the lovely Elaine Page, followed by Johnny Walker. But for me, the highlight of a Sunday is 11 o'clock in the evening. I love listening to the wonderful David Jacobs. There's nothing better than lying back in a hot bath and letting David relax me off. And that's my reaction. And as I said, I went, what have I just said? Relax me off.
Brilliant.
The whole of the studio disappeared, so I couldn't see them. We had 1 minute to fill. It was just me hysterical. Through to the news. The newsreader couldn't read because they were laughing so much. That's why I love live radio.
We've got so little time. But just a quick one. I mean, tell us a little about Les Mis and getting out on the road.
Yeah. Got another call from... We did the Les Mis concert version in the West End.
So good.
And it was phenomenal. Me and Alfie back together playing these roles. Me playing Javert as opposed to the 22-year-old Marius, which I don't quite understand. So he's doing, coming up to the 40th anniversary, which I can't believe of Les Mis, an arena tour around the world, and asked if with Alfie would do a bit of the English leg, the British leg, I should say. We started in Northern Ireland. And I'm there like a shot. Cool. I mean, it's part of my DNA.
Have you done all 3 characters in your time?
I've done, yes. I only did Valjean once. I did it at...
Is that right?
Yeah, at Windsor Castle for a special production for Her Majesty. And
you're incredible.
Well, listen, Michael is taking over Sunday
lucky.
Love Songs on BBC Radio 2 in June. Michael,
and I'm taking Buddy home with
me. With him as well.
Oh, God, you're gorgeous.
Lisa